to know the story behind I'll never smoke weed with Willie Nelson again.
You want the truth? Can we say it on here?
You can say whatever you want.
I was in Vegas. Charles Barkley's my friend. I had the night off, and I was at my hotel. Charles Barkley said he was having his birthday party at the Rum Jungle. It started at midnight because everything happens late in Vegas. Willie was playing at 8 o'clock at the Hacienda. I don't even know if the Hacienda's there anymore, but he was at the Hacienda. 8 o'clock, I go over and see Willie. I get up, do a couple songs with him. I get ready to leave. He hollers at stage. He says, "Stay after the show a little bit. I want to talk to you." That's all right. So I meet him out on his bus. Of course, Willie is knows the. Everybody knows that Willie's a big weed guy, right? So Willie's got some real chronic, that medicinal stuff that they get. Yeah. And so I've never smoked much pot in my life, and it's not my high. And
you like the whiskey?
I like the whiskey.
I like Patron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Patron, all right.
Good stuff.
And so anyway, we sit down, and he rolls one up, and it's just me and him sitting there. And so when in Rome, you know.
When in Rome.
So we burned one, and I couldn't even function. I mean, it was like the most hardcore weed that I'd ever smoked, and I only hit it like 3 or 4 times, and unlike Bill Clinton, I did inhale. and I stood up. I said, "Man, it's time for me to go." And he was just looking at me, and I remember my ears were burning, my head was throbbing, I was breathing different, and he was sitting there grinning at me. He knew he got me right. And I go, "I gotta go." He goes, "Good timing." And so I got off, had a car take me to my room. I missed the whole Charles Barkley thing.
Oh boy.
I went and laid down, went to sleep, and it was first time in my adult life that I had a night off in Vegas. Could have went by and seen Charles, had a few drinks, went and played cards, whatever. I could have had a great night. And I was in bed by about 11:30.
Oh.
Woke up the next morning, and I said, "Man, I'm never ever smoking weed with Willie again." And we got to thinking, the guy I wrote it with thought, every time we go on his bus, there's people coming off there going, "Did you smoke any of that?" And he go, "No." And they go, "Man, I ain't never smoking weed with Willie again." So we thought it'd be a funny song, so we wrote a true story and wrote
Well,
a
at
funny
least,
song.
even though you didn't have your night in Vegas, you got a good song out of it, right?
I did
So
get
it
a
was
good
definitely
song
worth
out
it,
of
I would
it.
say.
To get all your favorite country music news, videos, interviews, and performances, be sure to get the True Country application on your phone today. Available now on iPhone, G1 Android, and on Sprint TV. True Country, country music at your fingertips.
If you consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. Now, Toby Keith's family, like we had earlier told you, according to a couple of reports that were circulating on social media, they have officially come out to reveal that Toby Keith's private funeral service and memorial service arrangements are right underway, and they said it will be on Saturday. I mean, they said on Saturday that they are actually making these arrangements, and of course the funeral and memorial service will be private. Guys, I repeat, it will be private, and it's going to be in mid-February, like we had earlier told you. According to a couple of snippets we've been getting from a couple of people, they are saying that it's going to be probably on 12th. Of course, they did not come out to reveal the exact date, but they're saying the private funeral service is going to be in mid-February, and they went on to say a memorial to honor Keith will be announced soon. Instead of flowers, the family actually said they would appreciate donations to Toby Keith's foundation to support the OK Kids choral. The website, of course, was put on that post which they released. Toby Keith's funeral will likely be held on 12 February in Oklahoma, according to a couple of reports that are coming in this exact moment in time. Obviously, the family has not come out to officially release and confirm these details, but of course, information is always circulating on social media. And when we are trying to look around the internet, we saw a couple of posts that actually confirmed that Toby Keith's funeral and celebration of life service will be held. That will be on Monday, 12th 2024. 12 February 2024, that is in Oklahoma. Toby Keith's funeral, they're saying that it's likely to be held in Moore, Oklahoma, at a local church, and of course they are welcoming the public, and it will be, coupled with lots of urologies, very somber mood, and of course lots of emotions and grief. In addition, the family and friends have invited a couple of people, big names, most especially those within country music genre. They invited the likes of Kid Rock, George Strait, and one obvious name has been Donald Trump, because we all know he has been a long-time fan and a friend to the legend that is Toby Keith. The guest list is quite huge, coupled with the public, the fans, but they are saying that in recognition of Keith's widespread fan base, and of course tributes and eulogies will be written on papers, because they're expecting a very huge number and they don't want to cause a lot of scuffles, confusion and overcrowdedness at the celebration of life service. So they are encouraging everyone, in lieu of flowers, to donate whatever you have to the various charity organizations in which actually Toby encouraged people to donate to in case he passes on. They're also continuing and say that the dress code, obviously it will be usual, the burial dress code, and of course the atmosphere, as I've told you, will be so emotional. So they encourage everyone not to unnecessarily take videos and photos, but to respect the privacy of the family. The final resting place, according to the reports that are coming in, they are saying that it will be Rose Hill Burial Park in Oklahoma City, and of course the family have chosen this place because it will be actually the resting place for Toby Keith, and it's really a serene location with regards to how they want the whole ceremony to take place. So in this exact moment in time, we are continuing to say in our prayers, condolences, and of course messages of sympathy to the family, friends, the fans of Toby Keith. Rest in power the king that is Toby Keith.